Hat Goon, and we are at Gen Con, finally, and we are talking with Plaid Hat Games, and this is Colby, the man that is behind the Plaid Hat himself. How are you doing today, Colby?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so we are talking about their newest game, which is Dead of Winter. So what do you want to say is the reason people need to get Dead of Winter?
Well, Dead of Winter is the kind of experience that only happens in board games. It's all about the people physically there at the table, up against one another. The way it works is you're all on a colony of survivors trying to survive the apocalypse,
Okay.
and you all have this joint goal. However, the only way you win the game is by completing your secret objective. Normally that involves completing the main goal and also doing some other stuff. So sometimes you have to choose what's best for the colony, what everybody else wants you to do to help out, and what you need.
Okay.
And then there's a chance that a betrayer could be in the midst as well when you're playing, which throws a whole other wrench into it.
So is there like different objectives for each game, or is there just going to be like the same 5 objectives?
There's 10 different objectives that come with the game, main objectives, and then there's I believe 24 secret objectives, and so you end up with all these crazy combinations of those. And then the other element of it is it does a really good job of storytelling. There are these crossroad cards that are part of the game, and at the front of them there'll be like an action, like if a search happens, or if somebody fires a gun, or all these different little trigger points. And if it happens, a little story unfolds, and you do this dramatic reading, and you end up with a couple of options, and you have to choose, and they all have different effects. So it makes all these strategic, interesting choices that are heavily thematic emerge.
So every game is basically its own survival story. No two games are going to be alike.
Exactly right.
Awesome. So what's one of the major mechanics that you've implemented for this game?
I would say the secret objectives, the push and pull between that and the main objective, and those crossroad cards are there's a whole co-op engine underneath that where you're collecting resources, and you got to keep the colony fed, you got to keep the waste cleaned up, and you got to keep the zombie threat at bay. So there's crises are popping up. So there's all these we're stretched too thin. What do we do now? What's most important decisions?
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And it's debuting now. When's it expected to hit store shelves?
In September.
So go get your copy of Dead of Winter in September. Other than Dead of Winter, what other games do you guys have here at Plaid Hat?
Summoner Wars is a mainstay for us. It was our original game. It's a battle card game. Mice and Mystics, it continues to be our best seller. You play as mice adventurers. It's a dungeon crawl style game, so maybe that's right for your audience. Where you're these adventuring mice, and you're facing this larger than life threat of this kingdom in peril, and you have to save the kingdom even though you're mouse size. So it's a lot of fun. It's very story centric. Like chunks of text that you're reading tells the story as you play through the book.
All right, and then you guys also got the joy of making the BioShock Infinite game. How was that when they said, we want you to make a game for us?
That was very flattering to have a creative powerhouse like Ken Levine get you on the phone and say he wants you to make their game. And you know, we made that game trying to do right by him, and we're really satisfied with the result.
Yeah, it's a great game. We play it all the time. It's a lot of fun.
Excellent.
So thank you very much for joining us and spending some time with us at Gen Con. Hope you guys have a lot of success and just sell out all of your games, and everybody's like special ordering up all over the place. So have a good day, have a good Gen Con, and we love you, Internet.
Thank you.